Here's proof that certain Aquaman starlet was blackmailing JD, threatening to lie about him publicly in any and every possible duplicitous way if he didn't agree to her terms. This is backed up by undeniable evidence that certain Aquaman starlet presented to JD herself. You and I, we're going to talk about all of these bombshell revelations. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. So hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And talk about an absolute bombshell. Apparently, people that were surrounding JD back when, they knew that certain Aquaman starlet was a monster. Doug Stanhope, he decided that he would tell a world about this when she decided she was going to destroy JD. Listen to this, and then I will show you evidence, undeniable evidence that proves what he's saying as well. Quote, "It's almost 4 a.m. and I can't sleep, not even dozing off. Today a friend of mine was pilloried in the press for DV, coupled with a picture of his wife with a bruise. He was murdered on social media. I watched it happen and didn't say an effing word, even though I knew that it was BS. We watched it build like this before they were married. We watched her manipulate and F with him for years. We didn't say a word. To each other, yes, but never to him. When your friend is an awful abusive relationship, man or woman, and you risk weighing in that their counterpart is a demon, you know that the odds are that they'll jump right back in the fire and then dump you from their life for being honest. Most of us have been on one or both sides of this coin, choosing to be blinded or removing the people who have cleared eyes that can guide you. The fact that Hollywood and the entertainment industry at large, society as a whole, turns a blind eye to DV is abhorrent. But the tides have turned in such a way that the mere allegation that such a crime has occurred leaves the person accused as guilty without due process. My girlfriend Bingo and I have known JD for a few years now. We have watched that certain Aquaman starlet F with him at his weakest, or watched him at his weakest being effed with. Therefore, in the entire time we have known him. And we didn't say, shh. That's because he's JD, and we didn't want to be thrown out of the circle for saying that the emperor was being stripped of his clothes. It isn't my place to name people who agreed with us, but I couldn't name one person closely associated with him that didn't feel the same. But nobody said shh to his face. Bingo and I were at JD's house for most of that Saturday until just before the alleged assault. We assumed initially that his dour mood was because of his mother's death the day before, but he opened up in the most vulnerable ways that it was not only his mother, but that AH was now going to leave him, threatening to lie about him publicly in any and every possible duplicitous way if he didn't agree to her terms. Blackmail is what I would imagine other people might put it, including the manner in which he is now being vilified. We stopped not saying shh. Bingo and I together, and then separately told him how much we were aware of the manipulative a-hole, how his closest circle had all agreed on this since the day we met, and that we all feared that telling him outright might alienate us all. Love makes you do funny things. I told him the truth, and I was half expected to be asked to leave. But I wasn't seeing JD. I saw a naked emperor, and we told him to get dressed. Other people came in and out during the afternoon, all verifying we'd been cowardly, saying things only behind his back for so long. He seemed dumbstruck that nobody had ever come clean about this, and he thanked everyone for being honest. He still pronounced his love for her, but was presciently aware that she was going to pull off some kind of ruse to F him over. He hadn't slept in days with anxiety. Call him a paranoid if you didn't know better, but he knew better, and he was right. Now, he has more to say in this too, but you know what? You don't have to take his word for it. Nope, there is evidence out there, and guess who supplied that evidence? That certain Aquaman starlet in the form of an extortion letter. Listen to how this reads. Quote, "Dear Mr. Bloom, please be advised that our firm has filed a petition of dissolution of marriage on behalf of a certain Aquaman starlet. As you may be aware, your client and her husband, JD, violently attacked and threatened her on Saturday night, May 21st, in their penthouse apartment that would be in the Eastern Columbia building. There are several witnesses to this particular incident. There are photographs depicting property damage he caused, as well as physical injuries he inflicted on her. Unfortunately, this is not the first incident of DV perpetrated by JD against her. In fact, there have been 2 other incidents in the past 6 months. Notice you get 3 incidents all told. Here, it balloons by 2022 into 14 with crazy accusations. Although that certain Aquaman starlet is afraid of JD, she strongly insists we do everything possible to keep this personal matter out of the media spotlight, which is why she has not yet sought a DVRO, and which is why she did not arrange for JD to have been personally served at last night's movie premiere. Notice that. That is a not veiled threat. That is blackmail. She wishes to work quickly towards a private and resolution for all matters, but she will need JD's immediate cooperation to do so. To this end, please have JD promptly sign and return by Friday, May 27, 2016. If the request is not signed in the original executed form, not returned to me by the 27th, we will have no alternative but to arrange for JD to be personally served. Now, then they go through what they wanted. Again, this is blackmail. They wanted a certain vehicle here. They wanted 3 penthouses. They wanted basically everything paid for within those, plus they wanted money. And remember, they walk away with $6.8 million. Community liabilities, they are reset at $13.5 million, plus $500,000 go to lawyers. So they walk off like bandits with almost $20 million. Here, though, they continue. Further, I believe it would be beneficial for all if the case were assigned to a private retired justice for all purposes. My proposed list they give here, so these are the judges they want to use. If you'll keep it quiet, kindly let me know at your earliest convenience if you and your client are agreeable to do so, as well as which judicial officers are acceptable. Upon hearing from you, I will have my assistant obtain rates and availabilities. We are indeed hopeful that we can swiftly work out mutually acceptable short and long-term solutions outside of the public eye. Again, there's a threat. Hopefully we can do this if you're quick, if you really get around to it. Thank you. I look forward to your prompt follow-up and reply. Crazy, isn't it, that there is proof, undeniable proof that Doug Stanhope, that JD, and many other people were right. She was blackmailing him. He always knew this would happen. They knew it would happen too. They were right. I mean, look at her on the stand right now. Oh, man. I mean, this stuff, it is beyond crazy. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. Check out our comic, too. There is a link in the description. We have 1 day left on that thing. This is how we send a message to the companies that allow this. They denigrate you. They go after people they shouldn't. Walk away from them. But when you walk away, don't surrender your hobbies. Walk away towards something better, something more. Help us send a message. Thank you for being here, too. Appreciate the heck out of you. Till next time, see you soon.